Frank, was it?
No, his name wasn't Frank.
So I'm going to call him Frank.
Oh, no.
So we don't just have to keep saying co-worker. I got a name. So
Okay.
it's Frank. So she kept hanging out with Frank.
All right, so she kept hanging out with Frank. All right, so I kind of figured that she was having an affair, but I didn't want to say nothing because she already told me in her past relationship. Daddy.
Now, Carlitha, I just complimented you.
Yes.
On being above board. Were you fooling with Frank?
I was.
How long were you fooling with Frank?
It was only like, keep yeah, whatever with me if I'm asking for attention, if I'm asking you to spend time with me, if I'm asking you to listen to me, and you're not doing none of these things. So Frank was there. He was listening to me, conversation engaging, and other things too. So
right now. So, that was a year and a half. My husband and I didn't even like one another, but nobody went anywhere. 60 days she didn't talk to me, so I got to get a dude. What is that? You guys have to learn how to talk to get through things. That's what life is. It's not comfort all of the time. 60 days she wasn't talking. Please. I'm done now.
okay.
Once you got caught, you dropped him?
I did leave him alone. Yes, I did. I did leave him alone. And then it's just like, B, I know you out there with Frank.
Howard's headed to space. I love this part.
Conversation and share your experiences on our Facebook page and on our Twitter page @Divorce Court. See how other couples deal with their relationship issues. The discussion can get heated. Don't miss it.
I know you've been needing real love, loving on your body, hot body. You be telling me how good it feels. You be keeping this up all night, yeah. One time for Divorce Court. We're doing our thing right here, man.
That was good. You can sing, and I appreciate that. I'm old school. I don't want you to talk through the record. I want you to sing. But anyway, what was that part of your efforts to reignite the love and companionship in your relationship?
Yes, all my music is towards her.
Oh.
Everything that I write is mostly towards my wife and how I feel about her. And that's my way of showing her how much I love her.
Have you been able to get past it?
Nope, I have not been able to get past it. It's like I check her phone every day, emails.
Every day, want me to go with her everywhere, all the time, and it gets agitating and aggravating because I'm like, I see you every day at home. I don't want to hang out with you and your friends. I don't want to talk to you all day, every day. Then we don't have anything to talk about when we face to face, right? I don't want to do it.
I understand that she saw you on a Snapchat picture and accused you of being with some dude out in a club. You was watching her Snapchat and
I was watching her Snapchat.
And I wasn't. It was a guy. He was trying to talk to me, of course. And like, sometimes I take free offers. If you want to buy me a drink and I'm by myself, hey, why not? I don't have to pay for it.
And you Snapchatted that?
Well, I was Snapchatting myself. And he was just so happens to be behind, standing right there with his friend.
You say she calls you B's and H's. Tell me about how she's become verbally abusive since that cheat.
Okay, so since I did what I did, it's like the trust, like I said, it's been gone. So it's just like, if I don't give her my phone or I don't pick up my phone, it's just like, okay, first thing, I'm cheating. And then it's just like, B, I know you out there with him or with Frank and you ain't picking up your phone, or I put your location on your phone. You ain't say where you say you was at. And I'm like, come on, like, I can't even surprise you if I wanted to go out and get something for you. Like, I can't do anything.
Can't do it.
I can't.
Jay, have you actually put a tracker on her phone?
Yes.
Did you do that unknowingly, or did she consent to you tracking her every move?
You got it. It's an iPhone, so you share.
Right.
So I send it to her, and she has to accept it.
Right, so she accepted it.
So she accepted it. I don't know whether she accepted it so that I can trust her.
Yes, for trust.
But doesn't that show a sign of trust that she did, in fact, say, okay, you're afraid, so let me give you an opportunity to know where I am all the time?
No, you know why?
Why?
Because we had the same thing on our phones when I did trust her. We just we had the location just in case anything happened to us.
Right.
Or anything. We had it on the phone, but I didn't look at it before. And,
But she knows you're looking now.
Now I'm like,
Of course.
where is
She didn't
she?
disable it, though.
No. One time I did, and she was like,
Yeah,
why
because
you took it off your phone, and you out there messing with Frank, you B and you H, and I'm like,
Well-
why I gotta be all that?
Well, Carlitha, I understand that trust now is a two-way street problem because Jay keeps insisting on having a three-way with another young lady,
Yes.
a particular young lady. Tell me about those requests.
All right, so after I did what I did, it became her on POF chatting with some female and passcodes on the phone and stuff where I can't get in. So one day she comes to me and we was like, okay, threesome. I'm like, why? Why do you want that? She was like, well, you did what you did, but now I'm just coming to you and showing you, like, I'm basically telling you, like, this is what I want. And I'm like, no. She came, asked me again, like, a couple of days
Did you end up
later.
doing it?
No.
No.
I told her no.
What was the
Not
purpose
a
behind the
meeting.
threesome? You just particularly like this girl, or did you need a sense of revenge for Frank?
I feel like it was revenge.
It was more of revenge, but more of a revenge with permission.
I got it. Revenge with permission. That's an interesting concept. Next, I want to talk about the fact that Carlitha, your family wants you to leave Jay.
If I tell the kids, hey, go take a bath, they start crying, no, mommy, and then she's like, leave them alone.
What would you do if you suspected your spouse was cheating with a coworker?
We go big, we go
Tell us what you
bold.
think at Divorce Court. Today's question sponsored by
When I have a breakout from eczema,
talk about your family and the fact that they don't like Jay and why.
All right, reason, I guess religious reasons why. They in church, stuff like that, so they not fond of the two women thing.
Two women, yeah.
But it's like they won't talk to her. They will, say things to her that's inappropriate. I have to tell them, you can't do that, because it's up to me if I want to be with her or not.
Right.
Not you guys, and y'all don't have to deal with my life. Right. So they just really not too fond of her. They just don't want her
Jay,
around.
do you believe that Carlitha is loyal to you even in the face of her family's objections?
Yes, when it comes to her family.
That's meaningful. I'm setting up something here for you, but that's very, very meaningful that she's doing that. My question for you now is, you say, we're still talking about family, that Carlitha has children from a previous relationship, but you don't feel like you have the right to discipline them.
I don't.
Tell me what's going on and what your concerns are about parenting.
Okay, when it comes to our kids, Carlitha feels like I can't really tell them anything. If I tell the kids, hey, go take a bath, they start crying, no, mommy, and then she's like, leave them alone. Stop telling them what to do. And I'm like, hey, if you're gonna tell me that behind closed doors, because they're gonna keep disrespecting me if you keep jumping in when I'm talking to them. The only one she really don't have nothing to say about is the baby, because that's mine. That's mine's and hers,
Right.
but mine.
Right. Carlitha, do you prevent her from being a parental figure to the children that are in her house?
Sometimes, like, you know, it's certain things, like certain things they may do that she wants me to discipline them for. But
Give me an example.
like, if they don't do their homework or be good in school, or, you know, something with school, I'ma just say.
Right.
And if it's bad or whatever, and I come to her about it, try to come to her about it, then she goes and do her own little disciplining, and I'm like, she was like, well, you need to discipline them, and then I'm like, okay, I will. So when I do talk to them, I talk to them on my own time. I don't, you know, just go full force at them, because kids don't listen when you yelling and screaming at them.
Do you think that she is not as forceful in discipline as she should be?
I don't think so, because it's like they keep doing the same thing that she's telling them not to do.
Is that true?
They do the
Is
same.
what you're doing working, or isn't it?
I mean, I do what I know. I discipline them for as talking to them.
Don't tell me you do what you know.
I don't
You
know if
it's working
it's not
or not.
working or not.
It's not.
But I mean,
You know if it's working or not.
it's not, because
Okay.
they, like she said, they keep
So
continuing
why
to do
don't
it.
you
but
give it an opportunity? Why don't you take her lead on that, since what you're doing is not working?
just feel
Try
like
what
it's
she wants to do.
too rough.
Yeah. Well, why don't you step up your game and back her off?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It
Yes.
doesn't make it, you're doing them a disservice by continuing to do that which does not work. They don't turn out disciplined. They can't work in the world. Now, you know, since you're the step parent, you got to run light. But you can take her opinion. You can take her lead and try something new, because you got to try something new until you're in their teenagers.
Get it? Yes.
Those people,
Yes.
you got to ride them.
Okay.
I've had 6. Yeah, that's right. Ooh. I want to talk to you about where you are, what you want, and how you're going to get past the juncture that you're in. Today's question sponsored by
Winding down hard.
In no way, shape, or form should one leave the twosome or the relationship to find what they're not getting. What you do is you continue to work on what you need to get, and 60 days ain't enough. I will never, ever say that it was okay for you to step out of the relationship. You got that? You were wrong, you were bad, you were tired, and you hurt her. Now I'm gonna leave that alone and talk to you. You love her, and
Love her
you've
to death.
decided to stay with her. Do not let Frank continue to live with you. If you're going to love her, and if you're going to stay with her, you should be happy with her. And you'll never be happy if you are living in the shadow of this dude that is gone. She did it, it was over. And now what she's doing is what she's supposed to do: rebuild trust. She's let you track her phone. She stands up to her family and has distanced them because she loves you. She's telling you over and over again, I am sorry, I am wrong, and I want you to love me and be happy. And I'm not doing this to make her feel better. I'm not telling you this so she'll be happier. I'm telling you this so you'll be happy with her. You got the woman that you love, and now I want you to enjoy the fact that you have her. Enjoy her every day. Don't worry about the fact that you might lose her one day because she did something wrong. Just let that go. You got me?
Yes, Your Honor.
This matter is adjourned.
You got a little emotional up there. What can we do about this family issue?
We just need to work on it more communication in the household, a little bit more trust, and I think we could maybe get through it.
after the show, I started trusting Carlita just a little bit more.
She has.
Letting her go out with her friends without calling them and without going through her phone. So, you know, it did kind of make me feel relief. So we really appreciate the help.
Yes.
We love you, Judge Lynn. Thank you, Divorce Court.
To fix my relationship and to talk about the lack of trust.
I'm here because I need to get married to my longtime boo.
I feel that Amir's cheated on me.
He has to find a way to check his insecurities.
My biggest issue with Amir is that he runs away and never actually faces his problems.
Roosevelt, I need you to treat me better.
Amir, I need you to grow up and actually realize that I'm here for you and stop running away.
Divorce court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Roosevelt Scott and Amir McIntosh. The two of you have been together for 3 years, but you are having difficulty now. So you've come before me so I could take a look at your issues and possibly help you out. Mr. Scott, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here today?
Your Honor, we're here today basically because the trust in me and Amir's relationship has been broken. In the beginning, I went to the doctor, and the doctor announced that I had an STD.
In the beginning of your relationship?
Yeah. Since the doctor had said that I didn't confront Amir about the STD, I just decided to go and cheat for my own personal revenge. And the STD not only happened once, but it happened twice.
Mr. McIntosh, did all that occur?
Whenever we first started talking to each other, before we decided to be in a relationship, neither one of us were committed or faithful to each other.
Gotcha.
Him nor me.
So what you're saying is, well, you were getting together, you weren't exclusive yet.
Correct.
So whatever happened, happened.
Correct.
And then whatever happened after that, happened after that.
Right.
Now, Mr. Scott, is that true? Are you holding on to something that happened right at the beginning that isn't indicative of your entire relationship?
It can be. In the beginning, that did happen, but other things happened towards the second year and other
Well, tell me
years as
about
well.
those other things.
Well, after the beginning, we both went back and forth with the cheating because I didn't announce how I felt about the STD situation. I kind of held everything in.
And did a revenge cheat.
And did a revenge cheat. Yes, I did. It was stupid, but that's what happened. Amir will leave, but when Amir comes back, Amir has thousands of different other men in his phone asking him for sex.
Now, Mr. McIntosh, every time you have an argument, do you break up and go out and do whatever, then come back a couple days later?
The amount of times that I have broken up with him saying this is over has only been about 3 times.
Well, you say that any argument you have flowers into a huge, big drama. Is that true?
Absolutely. Roosevelt is very mean, I guess, due to his insecurities about the things that we had going on in the past. He has never let those things go. I have to hear about those things every day. I'm a very happy person. I make very bad jokes. I'm kind of annoying. Yeah,
That's good to know that. Self-aware.
I'm a little annoying. That's true. But Roosevelt, I like to
Give
talk
me an
about
example
flowers.
of an argument that just blew up from nothing into a huge disaster.
Okay, I guess I'm trying to think of something recent. We were...
I called you thirsty.
Yeah, you called me thirsty.
When did you call him thirsty?
Recently. He wakes up and instantly gets into Facebook and he's liking and loving 1,000 other men's pictures. He's posting lots of different pictures. He's commenting on lots of different men's posts. And these are the men who are trying to get in his pants who we've talked to, most people with history.
Is it sexual in nature? Is it just like there's a picture of me at Disneyland?
No, it's sexual in nature.
Absolutely
He
false.
used to send pictures of himself sucking on a lollipop to other men, and they used to send pictures of their private parts.
I've never
Glad
sent
you
any
said
pictures
lollipop.
of my
I was
privates
gonna
to
say-
anybody.
Now, Mr. McIntosh, does that kind of thing occur?
I have sent pictures of myself, but I've never sent any nude pictures to anybody. I don't roll like that. But
they're not completely new, but they're in his underwear. It's still new to me.
Let me ask you this, Mr. McIntosh. You say that he uses marriage as a tool to control you. Explain that.
Whenever I broke up with Roosevelt, I've broken up with him because of how he treats me. He's rude. And You know, he's sending me, when I left, because of how he was treating me, he's sending me, he called me from 175 different phone numbers. I blocked him on social media.
175 different phone numbers?
It wasn't 175.
How
to be
many?
correct, it was like 15.
It was over 100.
15.
It was
over 100 phone numbers.
From friends and
I use different text apps because I feel like Amir doesn't actually know why he runs away. He just runs away because he wants his way.
I'm running away
because
and
the
you
things that I do
mistreat me.
talk to
You know
him
why I'm
about
running
when
away.
I called him every day as soon as he left after the fight because I didn't want him to go seek attention from any other man as he usually does.
But why the 15 different phones? You didn't think he would answer?
He just wanted to be right. He wouldn't listen, and I wanted to get my point across because I wanted him to know solely how I felt versus just how he felt.
No, you were just mad.
And it wasn't
trying to hurt his feelings.
I was a little upset.
Yeah.
I was mad too. I was heartbroken.
What kind of things did he say on those 15 different phones?
He said that he wanted to go to therapy, that he used his marriage. He said, I want to marry
therapy,
you.
Your Honor.
You almost paid for therapy.
We were there, and they denied us because they thought that we were high on 420. And
it was April 20th.
And I also submitted for me and him to come here.
That's very specific, though, you know?
And I also submitted for me and him to come here before he even thought about it. He talked about counseling, but he didn't make any moves.
Do you think you need counseling?
Yes, because we have to work through our issues. We've done the cheating, and that's all in the past at this stage in our lives together. Where we are in our lives together is the hurt that he's continuing to cause me. He knows I want to be married. He knows I want a family. He knows how important these things are to me. So when I walk out of the door, he uses that to get me back.
He uses the same stunts every time. How are you going to marry someone to basically get divorced? You walk out the door, you can't talk about your problems. You don't do anything but run out the door and run to another man.
I got you. Clearly, communication is an issue.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about your failure to communicate and see if we can figure something out.
The friend said, it will be hot if you pee on yourself. Come to my house, take your clothes off, and wash them here. There was another friend who asked him, was it okay if he performed oral sex on him? He said it was fine.
Do you have those kinds of conversations with other dudes?
He's my friend. He's been my friend for years.
There's sex in there somewhere.
It was like a summer day when my mother called me and told me that my aunt hadn't come home.
A loved one disappears and the search begins.
Right now, there's 8,000 unidentified persons in the country.
CBS 21's Amanda Hoskins investigates.
Some of these cases are on shelves with collecting dust and nobody's doing anything.
Unsolved in PA, the search for Jane Doe. Sunday, only on CBS 21 News at 11.
Caregivers, are you and the person you care for not satisfied with your current home care company? Are you not getting paid weekly or overtime pay? If not, it's time for a change. Excel Home Care offers the highest compensation, pays time and a half for overtime, has paid time off, offers health and life insurance, holiday pay, and weekly pay. Choose a home care company that cares for you. Call Excel Home Care today and face a better tomorrow.
Excited about the open house today?
Just gotta check my credit at Credit Karma first. It's free.
Checking will lower your score. We'll never get out of here.
Actually, checking your credit score with Credit Karma never lowers it at all.
Really?
Yep.
Maybe I should check my credit. Oh.
Credit Karma. Get knowing.
Do you need a car loan? Have you been turned down for credit? Look no further. GetMeDone.com can help. A ton of car dealers claim to be able to help with bad credit and still don't come through. At GetMeDone.com, we have the network, expertise, and years of experience to connect you with the right dealer. GetMeDone.com does all the work for you. Get pre-approval the same day. Log on now. GetMeDone.com or call 1-800-811-23.
People share the most intimate details of their lives. Join the conversation and share your experiences on our Facebook page and on our Twitter page at Divorce Court. See how other couples deal with their relationship issues. The discussion can get heated. Don't miss it. So, Mr. Scott, tell me about the nature of your communication difficulties.
Our communication sucks. I would see certain things and I'll read certain messages, like messages from his friends that will come in. Well, so-called friends, saying basically when he was on his way to his friend's house, he told his friend that he had to pee really bad. And the friend said, it will be hot. If you pee on yourself, come to my house, take your clothes off and wash them here. Also, there was another friend who asked him, was it okay if he performed oral sex on him? He said it was fine. And these are people he want me to be okay with throughout the relationship. And Your Honor, I don't use marriage as a way to get him back. I talked to him about the things that he pressured me on, because how can you pressure me to marry you and you still got this stuff going on?
Do you have those kinds of conversations with other dudes?
No, that was incorrect information. I was on the train, headed to my friend's house, and I had to use the restroom. I said, I really, really have to pee. And he said, that will be fine.
That will be
because
hot.
you can wash your clothes here and shower here. He has a washer dryer in his apartment. He's my friend. He's been my friend for years.
I must be really old.
Your Honor?
Because I'm missing the continuity between...
That's his ex.
I have to go to the bathroom and I can wash your clothes for you.
Right.
I have...
There was some sexual innuendo in there, right?
I peed like 100 times today already. So I drink a lot of liquids and I have to pee. It's a natural thing. When I'm coming to his door, I send him the same message. I say, are you in the bathroom? Because I really, really, really got to pee. He knows that.
But I'm not your friend. I'm the person you actually lay with, have sex with.
Okay,
you know?
let me ask you this. You say you love to travel and you have nice clothes, and that Mr. Scott believes that you think you're a bit above him because of that.
Yes, he's always saying to me, you think you're better than me, and that's not true. People are better than other people at different things, but I don't go around thinking I'm better than people. He's called me bougie, and he's also allowed his friends to call me bougie and to say that I think I'm better than them and attack me for no reason. People like that. And it's kind of
do you
been a
call
thing.
the brother bougie?
Yes. And I have reasons why.
Is he bougie?
Yes.
Give me some bougie tendencies.
Let's say this one. Wait, let me do just
Get it right.
Oh, my mother works here. Oh, I had this. Oh, I worked that. Oh, well, you have nothing. You broke. You're this. You're that. You're ooh. And I'm like, wait a minute. I make more than you. And how can you make yourself try to be above me? I'm your partner. You're supposed to be trying to lift me up.
Okay.
Judge, I've never said anything to him about...
Yes, he has, and drunk.
Your Honor, I've never said anything to him about what my mother does. He tells his friends and his family about my mom's house. The friend said, oh, you think because your mom has a nice house that you're better than everybody else. His friend's never been to my house. They don't know my mother. He's telling them this, and that friend attacked me.
Okay, now, you say that Mr. Scott says that he's from Europe?
He tried to tell me that.
Well, I don't stay in the hood, Your Honor. I'm in the Hyde Park area straight now.
I don't know if that correlates over there,
He
Mr.
doesn't
McIntosh.
stay in the hood, but he's from the hood, and he knows exactly what I mean.
He's from the hood, too. Just because he was in the suburbs didn't mean it couldn't be a hood there.
I'm from the suburbs.
It's a hood-burb.
Right. And he acts like real hood and ghetto like he calls me.
I'm a millennial. I act like a millennial.
So are you from Europe?
No. That was something when we were going back and forth just having hookups. I didn't know it was going to be more than that.
So you just told him.
And I forgot about it completely.
He lies about everything. He lies to other people.
I got you. Well, let's find out who tried to jump on you and why.
I answered the phone, and it was his ex saying, baby, what's up, baby? We still this, baby, we that. He told me he's not going to burn a bridge with him, so he's going to continue to see him.
Would you give your partner a second chance if they gave you an STD? Tell us what you think at Divorce Court. Today's question sponsored by...
When I have a breakout from eczema, I feel like I'm in this shell.
Gold Bond Eczema Relief relieves 5 frustrating symptoms of eczema.
My skin's back.
Divorce Court will be right back.
Thank you. I went to America's Best, like you said, for designer frames, and I got these and a second pair for just $99.95. Yes, they have...
DKNY designer frames?
Yeah, 2 pairs of designer glasses and a free exam, all for just
$99.95.
Is this a bad time?
Well, I am in the bath.
But you're just sitting there.
I'm conditioning. The DKNY brand event. It's not just a better deal, it's America's best. Hurry, sale ends soon.
The chill of peppermint. The rich, dark chocolate. York peppermint patty.